No, no. No fucking way.
Skeptic? I'm scared.
Yeah, tell me about it. The boss wants us to do Spirit Science's real history movie.
Do we have to?
Wait a minute. I know. We have interns.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Drums.
Whoa, hey, skeptic.
Drama Lama, we got a favor that we want to ask you, me and Fundy. Yeah, we're kind of locking up the intern in with a Spirit Science video. I'm going to make her watch it.
Oh, the drama.
Yeah. And, can you be in charge of clips?
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool, great, Drums. Yeah, that's all. See ya.
No.
What do you fucking mean, no? This is your goddamn job. The boss says this is what you've got to do. So you gotta fucking do it. Got it? Huh?
They don't pay me enough for this. Okay, fine.
Hey, Squirrel.
What the hell do you want, skeptic?
Yeah, where the hell is everyone? I've been looking high and dry, and there's like nobody here. I need him for a fucking video.
Yeah, I heard Drama Lama running around earlier saying that you were doing some video of spirit science or something, and we're going to have to lock up the intern.
Well, yeah. What's the big
Damn
deal?
history movie, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we already guessed that. They already took off. They're heading for the exit. You better fucking
shit.
run if you want to catch them.
I'm out of here. Oh, shit.
Over the last few thousand years, we have warped our own history. Our stories of the past have been changed, altered, mistranslated, and completely been misunderstood as we rounded the curve on the precession of the equinox. Modern views of our history account for many things, but completely dismiss many very important pieces in the puzzle. For example, the pyramids of Giza. There is no modern theory that accounts for how these could have been made.
In doubt, aliens. But that wasn't good enough for scientists, and they've kept digging on, only recently to discover the embarrassingly simple answer: water and sand.
Individually, each block cannot be pulled even with 50 men pulling it.
As the sled moved, they would pour the water in front of it to ease the sliding friction of the sand.
Let alone drag it for hundreds of miles and then stack them on top of each other 450 feet in the air.
The huge granite blocks were positioned on the outside ramp. Ropes running from the granite blocks ran over wood beams through the roof of the Grand Gallery. The ropes were attached to a trolley that slides down rollers in the Grand Gallery. Inside the trolley are heavy counterweights, so that as the trolley, on the right, moves down the Grand Gallery, the granite beams are pulled up the outside ramp.
In such a precise way that
Except that they can.
even modern technology can't achieve.
So we always knew the answer to the question of moving the blocks would be simple, but I'm not sure anyone saw an answer this simple coming their way.
Not to mention having it lined up precisely with both Orion's belt, a golden mean, and Fibonacci spiral, and be a primary nodal point of every sacred site on the
Except that they're
planet.
not.
And that's just one example. Our history is not what we think. Many things that we've been led to believe to be true simply is not. This has got to be the biggest. The field of archaeology recently saw some monumental
Wait. Did that say Area 51? Really?
discoveries that are rocking the foundation of what we think we know about ourselves. Many ancient cities such as Babylon, Erech, and Akkad that were written about in the Bible and other
Babylon
ancient texts
5?
were always thought to be myths because no one could prove they existed. Then, one of them was found.
Who are you? What do you want?
This led to finding another,
No.
and then another. Inside one of these cities, archaeologists found thousands of cylindrical clay tablets hidden deep within the earth under this ancient city. The tablets were completely covered in text, written in cuneiform, and tell an ancient story that spans back over hundreds of thousands
And
of
you
years
read
on
them
this
all
planet,
yourself.
describing the history of the earth and the origins of the human race in great detail. Now, the first thing we all want to do is just say that they were making things up. They didn't know the history of Earth, and they were simply creating tales to explain where they came from. However,
Well,
if
yeah.
this was true, how can we explain how they knew so many things about the universe that would seem impossible to know? Not only did the Dogons know all about the distant planets in the solar system,
Dogons?
but so did the Sumerians.
Really?
They described them all in great detail in
Dogons?
these Sumerian records. They also knew about the precession of the equinox. That's a tough one for a historian to understand, because it takes over 2,000 years of continuous observation to actually learn that the Earth has a wobble. The Sumerians had this information from day one of their civilization. A man
They
named
must be
Zacharias Sitchin
aliens.
spent a long time transcribing these texts and had put them all together in his books. But many others have also done the same, and the
Wait.
interpretations are always very similar.
Are those
Not only
sci-fi
that,
books?
but Thoth has also shared information about this with us, and his account matches the Sumerian records.
Thoth? Thoth? What?
Adamus and other channelings discuss it as well. If you see all of these records and sources, there is a huge connection between the stories. Now, this story spans back hundreds of thousands of years into our past. It talks about Tiamat and Nibiru, the Nephilim, seeding the human race, Adam and Eve, and the children of Lemuria. This portion of the story is really interesting, but
Lemuria?
not the most crucial to know.
The legend of Lemuria is not as ancient as Plato's Atlantis, and therefore it took less time for the mystery to be resolved. Its creator, the zoologist Philip Lutley Sclater, suggested the story in 1874, and Wegener's theory of continental drift once and for all destroyed the legend of the southern continent. But despite the fact Lemuria was revealed as simply a myth, the great doubts concerning its origin did not end with the theories of Wegener.
We're not going to be covering this at this time. We are, however, going to be picking up the story at the end of Lemuria and discussing the events of Atlantis up to present day. What I'm going to tell you
Atlantis?
is a mix of
3,500 years ago, the Greek islands were home to a powerful and advanced Bronze Age civilization. These were the Minoans. The Minoans dominated the Mediterranean for over 1,000 years, until an island 70 miles north of Crete blew itself apart. The island of Thera, known today as Santorini.
what these records say,
What?
along with what Thoth has told us for some finer details.
Reconstructions of Thera show it consisted of circular belts of sea and land, just as Plato described Atlantis.
Please have your own experience while watching this. I'm not going to tell you that this is fact. I am simply saying, decide for yourself.
I've already decided. Can I stop now? Please?
Weasel, come on. Stop. You gotta get back to work. No, it'll be okay. I promise. No, we're gonna put the intern in there. She's gonna watch it directly, and you guys will only see it indirectly. It's much safer that way. You don't have to worry about another incident like we had with Billy Goat when we had him watch for what,
That's just so
10 hours of spirit science, was it, that caused all the brain damage? It'll be fine,
Or
guys. I
did.
promise.
Now, fuck it, we're out of here.
Hey, Meat Sack, what's the big idea of giving everyone the order to go over that history movie? I didn't give an order to go through the history movie. What do you mean you didn't? Well, I've been saying for over a year I'm not going to have them cover that. Well, then, whose bright fucking idea was it to actually... Wait, no, there was a message. There was even an attachment. Yeah, I sent an assignment. It wasn't a spirit science video at all. Well, shit. Whose fucking bright idea was this shit? Hell if I know. Pro tip, log out of your email when you're not at your computer. Drama Lama Ding Dong, this is gonna be great.